Health and wellness, self-care in the home. Today I'm going to talk about the lymphatic system. Now, the thing about taking care of ourselves in our home is that we don't just take care of ourselves, we automatically take care of our family, our friends and our loved ones. Awareness and knowledge are the only requirements for a happy and healthy life. We don't need to go to university, we don't need degrees, we don't need any of those things, we just need the right knowledge. Get rid of all the confusion and get the right knowledge. Now today, when I talk about the lymphatic system, what is the lymphatic system? Well, the lymphatic system is a bit like in our house. We have different rooms in our house. For example, in the kitchen, that would be our digestive system. In our sitting room, that's where our relaxation. In our bedroom, where we rest, that would be where we heal and repair when we go to sleep. And the toilet in our house really is where there's elimination. It's where toxins are eliminated. Well, the lymphatic system is the very same thing. It really is the plumbing, the toilet plumbing in our body. And it's terribly important that this system is kept clean. And if it's not kept clean, what happens is it gets blocked. And if it gets blocked, it stops proper drainage. And if it stops proper drainage, it can set up diseases. I remember the first time I heard about toxic deodorants. It was when I was nursing. And I remember patients being told not to use deodorants to avoid these toxic deodorants because they blocked the axillary gland and prevented the drainage from the breast area. But I could never understand why these toxins were still allowed to be, and still today, are allowed to be sold on the supermarket shelves. You can just walk in and without any knowledge of what you're buying, you can just take them off the shelf, take them home and use them. Anyway, this system can change, but thankfully we have changed and we've found a better way. So that's what we're doing, is we're just showing people that there is a better way. Because unfortunately, no drug, no herb or no treatment can treat a blocked lymph that's causing cancer. We must go to the cause of the problem and we must remove it. But until now, we were always told that nobody knew what was the cause. Something was suspected, but nothing was the cause. Now we know that there is the cause, we can go to the cause and we can remove the cause. End of story, end of confusion. Happy life. Anyway, the brand that I use and that I recommend have done this and have given me the ability to speak to people like yourselves through the powerful use of the internet. It is very powerful how we can reach out to one another near and far. And the great thing is that we can be confident that these small changes that we make in our daily life can actually improve our health and, not compromise our health in any way. And again, the more toxins, daily products that we use, the more we remove from our home and from our body, the better our lymphatic system and our overall health will be. And again, we can reduce our susceptibility to sickness and disease. Prevention is our mission. And as I say, prevention through awareness and knowledge. The thing about the lymphatic system is, very basically, is this system, it's self-draining, self-cleaning, and it's in every part of our body because we need to keep every part of our body clean. That's the one in our head. We've got all this drainage that comes from our arm and comes from our chest area. It's all over our body. Again, this is just a picture of our lymphatic system in our legs. These here are terribly, terribly important up here in the groin, these lymphatics in the groin. And again, I without going in too deeply into these toxins, because I hate talking about too many toxins, but at the same time, if we don't know the problem, then we won't be interested in the solution. And the thing is that a lot of these now scientists, environmental scientists and toxicologists that have examined what is on the market, and even if something new is coming on the market, scientists are examining it as well, because we can have new hype as well as trying to avoid the old hype. And a lot of these ingredients that are in products, underarm deodorants, a lot of them have actually been confirmed as a carcinogen. Others are hidden carcinogens. That means that there might be 2 or 3 ingredients in the product, and because they're not actually carcinogenic going into the product, when they mix together, they're like a little machine inside, and they form a carcinogen, which means that when they go onto the body, they actually become a carcinogen. carcinogen. And the other ones then that are there they are suspected, which means that there's always ongoing research to find out what is, being used by industry. And as I've always said, there is extensive research into all of this which can be confirmed. So going back to very basic understanding of it is that we want to avoid putting anything toxic under our arm. Our body, if under our arm is toxic, it just means that our body is toxic. So as I said, the more we take off our body, more toxins we remove from our body. All of this, our body is a self-healing machine. It will heal itself once we stop bombarding it with toxins. This here is a female breast area, and of course the female is very susceptible because there's a lot of fatty tissue in the breast area here. As far as men are concerned, these two are susceptible to it. This is probably a growing concern for men because more and more toxins that are being used on the market today, because after all there's nothing there to prevent these companies from making more toxins and putting more dangerous toxins into their contained products. But because of this, it's now beginning to put more of an overload on males. And, men today are being bombarded with, you must use this and you must do that and you must look like this and you're not good enough if you're not doing all these things. No more than women have been bombarded with that for years, without really women taking their own power and realising they can do pretty well themselves without all this stuff that's been sold to them. Anyway, so there is, as I say, there is a product on the market. This is the brand that I use and the brand that I recommend. And the way we use it is, I'm just using my one hand because of my camera. The way we use it is under the arm. I just rub it once, twice under the arm, upside down, obviously, once, twice. And again, there's a lovely smell of it. And then that's it. We don't spend half an hour rubbing it in and spraying it onto our body. And then when it's on the skin, onto the arm, just massage it with your hand and it'll just, as I say, what it will do is it works on the smells. The smell comes from bacteria and it works on the bacteria onto the arm without compromising the health or without blocking the ducts here in the axilla. So as I say, we can smell well, we can be healthy, we can improve our health, as I say, from our own home, just by being aware and about having knowledge and taking action and creating a very simple life for ourselves. And again, sharing the knowledge with those we love and care for.